attention. Because when you knock on somebody's door, they can hear you at the door. When you're not knocking on God's door, He don't hear you. So you have to ask, seek, and knock in order to get God's attention. Everyone who asks receives. He who seeks finds. To him who knocks, the door will be open. And Isaiah 55:17, he says, seek ye the Lord while He may be found. Call upon His name while He is near. Let the wicked forsake his way and the ungodly man his thoughts. Sometime when you pray, you can't even pray because your mind is at Walmart and you trying to get in prayer in connection with God and your mind is all the way somewhere else. That's why we must ask God to save not only... See, when you get saved, your heart gets saved, but you still need your mind constantly saved. Because that's why it says in Romans 12:1, I beseech you, brethren, to present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God. This is your reasonable service. Then he says that you must renew your mind daily. And when he says renew the mind, he talks about renovating the mind in the Greek, which means get all the junk that's been placed in your mind and renovate it and cleanse it out and put something holy in your mind. And then he says in Philippians 4:8, he tells you what you need to think on. Think on these things that are lovely, pure, holy, everything that is good report. When you sit there hours after hours, feeding your mind junk on TV, and then gossiping on the phone with sister so-and-so that don't even have a prayer life, you're going to run into some problems with God because you're not going to be able to get a prayer through to God. And the world is dependent on the saints of God to get a prayer through to God. And if the saints can't get a prayer through to God, then the world is in trouble. I believe that's why the world is in such chaos, because the saints are not praying like they used to pray. There's no prayer meetings like they used to have back in the old times when they used to come here and pray right on the altar, and everybody from the bishop to the preachers to everybody